The roof of the car burst open like the balloon being popped. What the hell? If I'd been even a second later, could host right now. But why would the iron defense attack one of their own? Red eyes. Whatever that do. It doesn't make sense. If Willem wanted two of us dead, he could have done it without sacrificing that android. QED, this wasn't his doing. I can hear more gunshots. A lot of them. Turrets all over the island have started firing. And in our direction. A drone starts descending towards us. Well, shit, we have to shoot it down. It stutters along like a dying fly, eventually crashing to the ground and completely shutting down. Oh, never mind. Has the defense system been compromised somehow? Are like red eyes working like a terminal, like a hub for the singularity machines? Because the AE androids are created by one of these fractions of the machines. So when they develop the red eyes, they can like go through the android. It's like long-term communication between the machines via android being as a router, let's say, and they can like actually start affecting everything else. Why would they shoot their own router though, then? That doesn't make sense. It's not that. But it's clear that like these like anti-air guns started like attacking everything, and it seems like it shut down the drones as well. I turned up my sensors and scanned the area. It hardly returns any data at all. This entire island is surrounded by the complex web of jamming signals. The guns that attacked us have now been destroyed by other turrets. What? They're just starting to go rogue. It's a battle between automated defenses. Someone must have hacked the system, but not all of it. What? This is because of the red eyes, but why? She and I, or me, are both of us. I should assume we are the target. I'm sure the old man is prepared for this. He will find a way to strike back soon enough. He have no idea what the red eyes are, probably. He never had this situation. It's not very far, all things considered. It should take us a couple of hours at most. Whoa. We scramble into the woods. The ground is steep, crumbling beneath our feet with every step. It's warm here, and humid. Just walking through takes up more energy than I was expecting. I turn my coat setting to maximum to take as much of the strain of my body as I can. A little ways up, we can find the camouflaged turret. There's a moment of tension. That it doesn't move. That it doesn't make any move to attack us. Okay. This one hasn't been taken over yet. I'm not sure whether it means it can be operated by humans or androids, but it does seem to be connected to the central system. It's a weird connection, with cables running under the ground. I try to patch a call through it. A second later, I get a reply. Oh, okay. There it is. What's the situation? I just said that. Oh, what? How? Okay, so instantly Philia eyes turned red. Crimson Eye picked it up, basically, deemed her as a threat, and moved straight through the sea just to delete her. And he's like taking over the machines all over the place. Why the red eyes are a threat?
島に導入しているシステムの一部に AI 軍の干渉を受けて製造された部品が紛れ込んで
That's very bad.
バックドアが仕掛けられていたんだな。
シンギュラリティマシンは4割ほどのコントロールを奪取した。
That's quite a lot in this short span of time.
現在奪われた砲塔を順次無力化しているが、まだ時間がかかる。クラッキングも継続して仕掛けられているよ。さらにクリムゾンアイ本体も先ほど上陸を開始、進行を開始している。
Feels like we've been thrust into the middle of the high-tech war. Also, it seems like he can directly feel where the Philia is right now. It seems like it. Instantly, he just started moving when the red eyes just happened.
勝てそうか。
電子戦については最終的にこちらが勝つ。
Okay.
だがクリムゾンアイ本体についてはどうなるかは。
俺たちはどうしたらいい？
その位置は徒歩で山頂を目指していたのだな。
ああ。
では今のコースを進んでくれ。くれぐれも道には出ぬよう常に監視されているはずだ。
元よりそのつもりだ。
クリムゾンアイはずっと諸君を監視していたのだろう。そしてちょうど今彼女の成長具合を危険とみなしたようだ。
The red eyes, whatever that is.
狙いはフィリアか。
いや、君も危険だ。AE 型アンドロイドの育成者と認識されたはず。
So it's trying to get us both. Okay.
ここまで来たら何でもいい。
苦労をかける。報酬は増額させてもらう。では現地で待つ。
The connection cuts off. William's under a lot of stress right now. Well, we are under a lot of stress right now too. But he sounded confident enough he would triumph in the end. If we can make it up the mountain, we might just survive.
行くぞ。
We dive back into the tree cover. I cut through the undergrowth with my knife and climbed over fallen trees as we make up our way up. Guns are firing all around us. I do my best to keep us out of the crossfire.
手を出せ。
I reached a high ledge and reached down to pull Philia up. We have a full view of the harbor from here. Okay. At first, I don't see our enemy, but there's obvious fights going on. Drones are hovering around, unleashing a hail of bullets. The spot they're aiming at looks like just a big empty space. Eventually, the barrage manages to disrupt the thing's cloaking, and it shimmers into the view. Yep, okay. Where is it? Jesus, it's so close. It's already on the island. The old man was right. It's a singularity machine. Crimson Eye. Also, the soundtrack for the Crimson Eye is so terrifying and badass at the same time. Whoa. There's no mistaking the bizarre form or the glowing red orb on top. Yep. It's firing attacks from every inch of its body. Not actual bullets though, some kind of electromagnetic energy blast seems to be its weapon of choice. Human developed weapons like that once. They even used them in a couple of wars. But in the end they failed to be cost effective. Investors opt for cheaper, more conventional weapons. However, Crimson Eye has a massive power source all on its own. It's a walking fortress, unaffected by the obstacles humanity faced. Countless turrets all open fire. They run on rail back and forth within the thing, giving it a maximum firepower from the optimal angles. And the laser. Yep. The island's defensive guns are destroyed one after another. Crimson Eye's sheer destructive power is overwhelming. Even so, it's taking damage, a little at a time. So it's a battle of attrition. That's when it starts spewing out drones of its own. Oh shit! It can spawn drones? Small-scale autonomous machines. Their design definitely isn't something humans could come up with. They're twisted, creepy, with no real cohesion or uniformity between them. Odds are they've been built with a pure functionality in mind. They bear no resemblance to any kind of organic life. First, they take down the drones and the other automated defenses. Then they swarm the turrets, digging inside them with their weak, sharp claws. It's a walking factory. It can create anything it needs to turn the tides of its own favor.
まずいな。急ぐぞ。
This is terrible. This thing is going to win. This is no time to stand around gawking. I wonder if like Philia is going if anyone is going to realize that it's because of the red eyes, and if Philia is going to be like, it's because of me. And maybe she will explain from her own perspective why she thinks that. I'm very curious. Who's going to tell us what's a red eyes? Why it's like it's triggering Crimson Eye? I mean, both of them have red eyes, right? Like Crimson Eye and the red eyes of the android, but is this just an accident? Like red eyes, Crimson Eye, or it have some kind of like correlation? Like we need to learn. Like no one knows anything about this. L2 cover won't stop those machines. We need every second we can get. Okay. Fire up. The trees give way to mountain path. If we get caught by the hacked turret in the open, it will be all over. It feels like we're walking on a thin ice. Yeah. We don't even know if like you have like something installed in the forest. When we find boulders, we duck behind them. When we find hollows, we hide inside them. And when there's nothing, we move forward in silence. The gunshots haven't stopped. The battle is far from over. It feels like our enemies are getting closer all the time. Yeah, it seems like they can feel where the Philia is, and just like slowly moving towards them. Philia raises her water bottle above her mouth and shakes it. Only a scant few drops comes out. With all her mechanical parts, the hydration must be hard on her.
飲め。ほんの一口だが。
She stares at me shocked.
飲むんだ。島の中心に行けば楽になる。それまで辛抱しろ。
I practically have to force my water onto her.
そこまでは俺が死んでも守ってやる。お前にしかできない偉大なことがきっとあるんだ。それをできるのはあのじいさんだけだ。だからお前を届けないといけない。
Her eyes are downcast now. I see if she's struggling with some strong emotion. Yeah. Because she doesn't really know Duke. She knows that she wants to be with Jude, basically. So such a difficult situation. Like he says, like he will protect her with the cost of his life, like just basically like a father would. And she's so conflicted about this because, well, why wouldn't she?
納得できないことだらけだろうがな。人生こういうもんだ。その行動が正しかったか間違っていたかは後でわかる。俺が間違っていたなら後でいくらでも恨め。今は進むだけだ。
痛い。
なあ、
足が痛い。
Oh, she's only telling me this now.
藤井とか。
わからない。すごく痛くて歩けない。
Grace stops in her tracks. Her leg doesn't look twisted or swollen. It looks completely normal. Did she learn how to lie? Is she lying to us? So we won't move towards Duke. She doesn't want to meet with him. She learned how to lie.
もう歩けない。
どうしても歩けないならまた担架を使うが。
She doesn't say a word. I get the harness out of my bag.
固定する。
I try to be as gentle as possible, but my hand slips. Oh. She crumbles up onto the ground. Her legs are drawn up right up. face twisted in pain.
フィリア。
痛いよ。痛い。もう一歩も動けない。無理。
Oh, she doesn't fake. Hmm. Unless it's emotional pain. She cannot walk anymore because she doesn't want to. Whenever I've seen her cry before, her tears have been tiny little droplets, just suggestions of the human-like emotions. Now though, they're streaming down her face without any sign of stopping.
もうどこにも行きたくない。歩きたくない。
Hmm.
どこにも行きたくない。行きたくない。行きたくない。行きたくない。終わりたい。
フィリア。
痛いよ。柔道。
There's nothing wrong with Filia's leg. Yeah, she's lying about legs, but she's like emotional pain basically. She doesn't want to do this anymore. She just wants to escape with Jude. Like I said before, like the first option that she wants is for him to be father for her. But if I point that out, it might make things worse. She's refusing to go on. Every fiber of her being is rejecting the idea.
本当に痛いのか。
痛いよ。そう言ってる。
歩いてみてくれ。
She takes a few tentative steps. Her injured leg is dragging behind her on the ground. As her days would move faster, after a few more steps, she crumbles up again. Lying, putting up an act, making irrational decisions. All of that is human behavior, yeah. It's more human than she thinks. Maybe that's why Crimson Eye is targeting her now. Yeah, it's becoming a real person. With machines like this around, regular humans would be obsolete. She's in a position to inherit humanity. Wow. Yeah. Remembering that one. For a moment of an image of my past flashes into my mind. Oh. But an alert from my sensors soon snapped me back to the present. The jamming isn't so bad here, but my scans still only register our enemies once practically on top of us. Oh. Oh, that's one of the drones. At least we can actually hit this. It's not like we don't need like armor piercing bullets for this. Okay, that's good at least. I shoot down one of the bug-like machines as if emerges from behind a rock. They're not very sturdy and shatter into pieces right away.
あと一機。
I'm able to predict where they will appear from at least. I wonder if this data is going to be transferred to the Crimson Eye and he's going to make them stronger so they won't fall from like normal gunfire. If the Crimson Eye is a factory, it's probably connected to its drones and it's known how to counter the normal gunshots. My thermal helps me with the timing. 3 shots and the machine goes down.
ライフル弾数発で破壊可能。そして対人用の戦闘行動にも対応できてない。
柔道。
I load my pack, lightening my load.
何してるの？
動けないなら仕方ない。俺は最後までここで仕事をするさ。
The expressions clouds over. It's basically giving Ilias another burden on her. If you think about this emotional burden, like in her mind is going to be, you know, we are standing here because of me, because I'm so stubborn, I don't want to go, and I cannot convey to Jude that I want to, like, just like, I don't know, like, just for him to be father to me and stuff like this, you know. I don't know. It's very difficult. Like basically, Jude is like making her feel guilty, in a sense, to force her to move. I have a feeling, you know. Wow. several more machines pop up in front of us. I shoot at them. More up here. I shoot at them. More up here. I shoot at them. More up here. I shoot at them. The aiming support provided by my retinals gives me an edge for now.
柔道は逃げてよ。
できないな。
だって死んじゃうよ。
運び屋の負うべきリスクだ。
I keep shooting. Keep destroying them. Three more machines approach. I swap in a fresh magazine. One of them. I take out the moment it pops its weird little head on. By my aim assist, I preempt the next two, one after another. But the next wave will be here soon enough. I won't be surprised if they're sending battle data back to the creator too. Yeah, that's what I think. So, like, it's not going to be easy to fight this. Even like, either he's going to make them stronger, or they will use some other tactics to surround them. I'll probably get sliced up and killed eventually. And this is the only way for me to get Philia moving again. Yeah, see? That's what I said. He's making this last stand so she will move in order to save him, basically. To give her like a feeling of regret. And that we have to move. If, like, they have to move if she wants Jude to be alive. That's what he's betting on. Wow. She's grown a heart, a will of her own. That means I need her to trust me. Really, truly trust me. That's all there is to it. I'm not her father or her family. That is the only way I can think of it to show her I deserve that trust.
私のことはほっといていいよ。
俺は仕事人間だから仕事を投げ出すことはしない。
Iron has come. There's a small swarm heading this way. Vanguard pops up every second later. Several more follow with all the similar data ratings. Once I've shot down 4 of them, they start changing up their tactics. They split up, making me divide my attention at my shots. They're learning. That's AI for you, that's their specialty. The longer that fight goes on, they will eventually adapt and create even stronger machines to deal with me. But for now, I can still hold out a little longer.
どれだけ早くても
Damn.
ここへの簿記の到着は5分以上かかる。まだもう少しあがけそうだな。
The tech I'm using is helping me to keep up with these machines too.
どうしてそこまでするの？
Yeah, Jude doesn't want to tell you, but he cares about you. But that's not the optimal way to do this. For now, it's the most ethical thing, but... Yeah, Jesus. How this game gotten so deep suddenly? Like, it's been deep from the very beginning. From the whole thing, like, are you my father? Giving her name, making her, like, learn stuff. Like, I didn't expect that Tsui and Stella to have such a, like, deep character development and storytelling. I thought like it's going to be just short story and it's going to have some meaning and will be sad at the end, but it's... I expected something more like Planetarian, you know? That's the only other game I played, like, it's like a short game from Kate that I played and hit like Android in it. This is like entirely different level. Also, Little Buster is Android, right? But these are like long novels.
ただの仕事なんじゃないの？
俺にとってただの仕事なんてものはない。昔運び屋に夢を見た。